What's going on, guys? Killer6, and last night, late in the night, we finally got some information about the first of the two DLC Vault Hunters, and this guy's name is Cash. Now, on the Borderlands.com website, they say a former casino dealer bot, Cash is now a drifter who chases the probability-breaking highs of cursed eldritch artifacts. As luck would have it, Mad Ellie in the Vault of the Damned is full of cosmic horrors that harbor uncanny curios, some of which can surely bend the odds in Cash's favor. Like the other Vault Hunters in Borderlands 4, Cash has 3 unique action skills to choose from and can enhance his abilities via 3 skill trees that each have 3 branches, full of powerful passives and ways to customize his action skills. But Cash's action skills are distinctly unpredictable as they all involve elements of chance. We'll be revealing the full details of his action skills later on, but Cash's risk-reward playstyle can lead to good fortunes like buffing himself and allies, dealing devastating damage, sapping strength from foes, and more. And then they continue with Mad Ellie in the Vault of the Damned, including Cash, is the first of 2 story content filled packs coming to Borderlands 4. The simplest way to get the most paid post-launch content is with Borderlands 4 Super Deluxe Edition, but you will have the option to purchase story packs individually or get them bundled in the Vault Hunter pack. They also go on to show this listing for Cash and show like all these things that come with him, and it looks like probably the 3 things beside the dice, those are probably like indicative of action skills. And you can see up at the top he has like a deck of cards, and Randy even like goes on to show during this presentation in Tokyo, Japan, which I gotta tell you was one of the strangest things I've ever watched in my life. Oh my god, what the hell?
Cheetah fell.
What is happening?
Psycho and Moxie also showed up. Oh, what a pose.
But yeah, dude, Cash looks amazing, man. This character looks awesome. Almost like, I don't know, like an undead kind of character, but he's a robot. Now, in regards to like this character being chance-based, I know a lot of people are like kind of, I don't know about all that. Like, is this going to be like Claptrap from the pre-sequel? Or I'm thinking more along the lines of like Krieg and Silence the Voices. Remember how like if you swing and you hit right, then you do crazy damage, or you have that 12% chance to hit yourself in the face. I think it's going to be kind of along those lines. There's high potential. There's also high potential failure with something like this. So hopefully it's a success. And I don't know, man, this character looks badass. It looks like a space cowboy robot undead witch doctor. So I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited for it. Now, this character does come in Q1. And if you guys have seen the post-launch roadmap, then you'll know that in Q1, we're going to get Bounty Pack 2. We're going to get Story Pack 1. We're going to get the new Vault Hunter. By that point, we will have already received our first Invincible boss. We have already received Bounty Pack number 1. There's going to be all kinds of cool stuff. There's also going to be seasonal events that are going to happen prior to this character coming out. And then pearlescent content, the pearlescent rarity, should be dropping before this guy comes out or at the same time that this guy comes out. So I'm excited, man. We got some cool stuff coming. Now, I also wanted to take this video and talk about the patch notes that just came out this past week and how Gearbox has taken this new philosophy of not really nerfing things, at least not yet, and instead focusing on buffs. And that was very apparent with this patch. The only thing that's in the patch that people have considered a quote-unquote nerf is that they changed the Hellwalker from being non-elemental to having fire element, which is what it had in Borderlands 3. And the reason that people are saying that that's a nerf is because, well, with kinetic damage, there's no penalties against any type of enemy, like whether they're armored, shielded, whatever. Kinetic does the same damage versus all of them, whereas fire is only good versus flesh in general. So you could make that case, I guess, if you want to. Me personally, I'm like, okay, well, the Hellwalker was fire in Borderlands 3, so I understand why they made it fire in Borderlands 4. That said, I think the Hellwalker needs a buff, because right now the Hellwalker just feels like basically a purple Jacob shotgun with no bonus perks at all. So it's just, I don't know, it's kind of underwhelming at the moment, unfortunately. That said, they did do quite a bit of buffs, and one of the things that they buffed was like really surprising interesting to me. First of all, they buffed TDR weapons, giving them a bonus 10% damage and 10% magazine size. Now, naturally, they did that after I finished my chuck throwing Rafa. They also boosted the damage on the Lucky Clover, the rocket reload. They increased the fire rate on that. And the Order sniper rifle, the fisheye, they increased the damage on that, which I thought that the damage was pretty good. I wonder if they looked at like stats and saw that nobody was using the sniper and they're like, okay, well, let's buff it so people will start using it, not realizing that I don't think that anybody's found a dedicated drop source for this thing. So the reason people probably aren't using it is because they can't find it anywhere. Now, they've also fixed the Atling gun, which is a Vladov heavy weapon ordnance. It now can target Primordial Garden and Aceptus. The Queen's Rest pistols with dataless ammo switcher license underbarrel now shoot the correct projectiles. Gear with a short circuit augment now traces properly toward enemies instead of random directions. And they address the reported edge case where interrupting reload could cause ammo desyncs that would prevent ammo from firing. They also fixed a bunch of UI and UX stuff. They improved a bunch of different visual things. They addressed some audio issues. There's some settings and accessibility things, especially the field of view. They finally fixed field of view on consoles. So if you've been playing on console and you feel like your head is like stuck in a shoebox, well, you can now adjust your field of view up to 110. You're welcome. They also addressed a bunch of different gameplay issues. There's a bunch of those things that are listed on the screen now if you want to read through those. I'm not going to like sit here and read every single thing. That would take forever. They only did one buff to Rafa the Exo Soldier, addressed the reported issue preventing Exo Soldier blowout passive from stacking properly, so they fixed that. For Vex, they addressed an issue with Grave Harvest being triggered while Incarnate is not active. They fixed an issue where the Blighted Tunic could possibly occasionally fail to do damage to the Timekeeper, and they fixed where the damage caused by the Spirit Bomb passive will now count as companion damage and changes its color to match the attuned element. Amon got a few fixes as well. Primer Surge passive now properly restores shield and ammo. Forge Knight Firewall action skill has been adjusted so Vengeance cannot be stored by Firewall before Scourge is active as intended. The Onslaught of Rocket Punch now connects more reliably with shielded enemies. They addressed the reported issue with Forge Knight Forge Axe not consistently seeking nearby enemies. And then Harlow got some fixes. Gravatar Ground State Capstone has been corrected to remove inaccurate verbiage about enemies taking reduced damage when they do not. The Flux Generator no longer heals enemies, which that's good. Why did it heal enemies? I don't know. Now, I do want to note that the Gearbox developers have said that they could not fit all the changes they want to do for the characters in on this patch. So I believe that the following week we're supposed to get some buffs for other characters, including Rafa and Amon. I don't think that they're planning on nerfing any of the characters at all anytime soon, or any of the gear from what I've read from the developers. They want to like let things play out, see how people feel. Seems like everybody's kind of okay with that for the most part. There's a few people that really want things to be nerfed. I'm kind of like, you know, there's nothing to really test things on right now. Now, once the Invincible drops, I do want things to be pretty well balanced before that happens myself, because I want people to like legitimately fight this Invincible and like figure out the mechanics and like do all that fun stuff. But otherwise, like, I don't care what you do in your game, has no bearing on me. So have fun, do what you want. I can limit myself. I can say I don't want to use this broken shit. It's my game, you know. But I don't know, maybe that's just me. So all in all, it seems like a lot of positives were addressed in this. They're still, you know, working on performance. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did and you stuck around to this point, here are some shift keys that are golden keys. These keys are good for approximately another 24 hours at the most. It's going to be actually about 20 hours from now. They're going to expire. If you're watching this video on the 29th of September or later, these keys may not work anymore. You can head to shift.gearbox.com, type these things in. I'll have them linked as the pinned comment down below as well, so you can just like grab them from there if you want. All right, guys, appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. I do nothing but Borderlands content here on the channel. Let me know in the comment section down below what you plan and hope that you get with your golden keys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.